got we got an echo. Hold on. There we go. How we doing, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in. Jesus, I am so sorry for that delay. I was not expecting that Xfinity race to end up taking so long, but here we are after a 3.5-hour Xfinity race and Cole Custer winning. We are live. So how are we doing, everyone? Real quickly before we get started, I actually just got to download this. I just checked Stunod, and right before I went live, there wasn't this car available, but now there is. So I got an updated paint scheme to add to our roster. We got the Garrett Smithley number 15 car, so we're gonna pop that over into our cars folder right away. How are we doing, everyone? Sorry, I know we're off to a sloppy start here. Paste. Alright, there we go. Go into N ratings and do the bulk modify. Here, I'll switch this over so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Got N ratings up. We'll find the number 15 that I just downloaded, Garrett Smithley. There we go. He's got all 40s and 60s. So I'll do what I've been doing for all the other smaller team cars, and I just do random between 60 and 70. That's how I give them the ratings. Apply. Boom. Close. Save. Yes. So then we should be able to pop open the opponent manager. Scroll down to the Garrett Smithley car. Boom. There we go. And it should have ratings and everything. Booyah. Let's scroll up and replace that with David Reagan, who is not starting this race, as Garrett Smithley. All right, that being said, let's go through your starting, all your starting drivers and schemes for this race. Close everything down, pull chat back up. How we doing, folks? How we doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Excuse me, I'm starting to get a little bit of a sniffle, so if I'm sounding a little under the weather, that is why. So let's start with the one. Ross Chastain's scheme is correct. This Casa del Sol, number 1 Chevrolet. He actually wrecked this thing pretty hard in practice today. Glad that he was all right. Got Austin Cindric and his Quaker State / Menards, number 2 Ford. Your Daytona 500 winner. This scheme, Austin Dillon, I know is not correct. Just his car that he will be driving is not available yet, to my knowledge, for download. So we're just using this True Velocity one instead, his number 3 Chevrolet. Kevin Harvick will be running his number 4 Subway Ford. Kyle Larson, to my knowledge, all the Hendrick cars, I believe, are just going to be running their primaries. So Larson will be in his HendrickCars.com number 5 Chevrolet. Excuse me. I need to take a sip of water. This sexy scheme, Brad Keselowski in his number 6 Violet Defense Ford. That one looks cool. Corey LaJoie's scheme I don't think exists yet. I can't remember what it was, but it's not this. This is his Daytona 500 car instead. His number 7 Built Chevrolet. And Tyler Reddick, I know he's running a Lenovo scheme, but I cannot find that yet, so we're just going to run his Chevrolet test car instead because that looks pretty similar. Chase Elliott with his primary Napa number 9. Eric Almirola with his Rush Truck Center / Mobile Delvac, number 10 Ford. Denny Hamlin with his number 11 FedEx Express Toyota. Then we got Ryan Blaney with his number 12 Worth Ford. Chase Briscoe, I believe, is just running his primary, his number 14 Mahindra Tractors Ford. And the scheme I just downloaded, Garrett Smithley, will be running the number 15 Jacob Company's Ford for RWR. Daniel Hemrick will be in the Poppy Bank number 16 Chevrolet. Excuse me. Next on the list, we've got Chris Buescher in his number 17 Fastenal Ford. Kyle Busch, as he usually does at all the Auto Club races, will be running his Interstate Batteries number 18 Toyota. Martin Truex Jr. will be running his Reese's number 19 Toyota. Seabell will be in the Rheem number 20 Toyota. Harrison Burton, who ended his Daytona 500 on his lid, will be in the number 21 DXE Imaging Ford. Oh, shoot. I just realized my chat is not refreshed. There we go. How we doing, folks? Then we got Joey Logano running the AAA Insurance number 22 Ford. Bubba Wallace will be running the Wheaties number 23 Toyota. Byron will be in the Exalta number 24 Chevy. Justin Haley baby, the number 31 Leaf Filter Chevrolet. Michael McDowell in the Stagefront number 34 Ford. I can't remember which of these schemes are all accurate and which aren't. Todd Gillen, I can't remember if he's going to be running this exact scheme or not. But in the simulated running, he will be running the firstphasecard.com number 38 Ford. Cole Custer, I believe this one is correct because I just downloaded it. He'll be running the number 41 Production Alliance Group Ford. Ty Dillon, I don't think the scheme yet exists, so we're just going to run his petty GMS number 42 Chevy. Eric Jones will be in the Focus Factor number 43 Chevy. Kurt Busch will be in his primary number 45 Monster Energy Drink Toyota. I almost said Chevy there for a sec. Stenhouse, he's in a different scheme. I know that much, but this is the closest one I had. So in the simulated running, he'll be in the Slim Jim / Food for Less Chevy, number 47. Almost done, folks. I know. I know. It's just taking a bit. Alex Bowman will be in his primary. Ally, number 48 Chevy. Cody Ware is Nurtec ODT, number 51 Ford. Josh Bilicki will be in the Pacific Coast Termite, number 77 Chevy. Have BJ McLeod in the Casino Spa Resort. Pala Casino Spa Resort. Ford, number 78. Then last but not least, in the Freeway Insurance, number 99 Chevy. Racing for Trackhouse Racing, you have Daniel Suarez. And that is your starting lineup. Save changes just because we added Garrett Smithley in. So, yes. Single race. We got Auto Club 2018. That is the newest version that I can find. That's a pretty up-to-date version. It is pretty. That's one of my favorite tracks to race at, actually, in this game. Like, actually racing at, not just simulating. But today, we will not be racing. We will be up in the broadcast booth calling the action while these 36 drivers race it out. We'll be doing 105 difficulty like we usually do, 200 laps, which equals out to 400 miles. Full pace lap on, yellow flags on, no flag restarts on, like we usually do. Simulation realistic, weather realistic. Let's do this. How we doing, folks? Who's your pick to win? So we are just going to jump right to race. I want to keep the realistic weather on, but I also want it to be sunny just for aesthetic purposes. So if we have a cloudy race session, I'm going to back out until we get a new one. Oh, well, we didn't, so we don't have to worry about that. All right.
Drivers, to your cars.
Let's accelerate a little bit. Let's turn the opponent pit crews on. Since we're not running a BBMC track, I think we don't have to worry about the graphics too much. Let's turn that down to high, though. Medium. But let's keep the pit crews on. Solar effects we can turn off. That we can turn off. All right, let's go over your starting lineup for the 2022 Auto Club 400. at Auto Club Speedway. Starting on the front row, on the inside line is number 4 of Kevin Harvick. And on the outside pole, we have the number 18 of Kyle Busch. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Let's go back a few rows. There we go. Then behind them, we have Martin Truex Jr. in the number 19 and Joey Logano in the 22. Behind them is Alex Bowman in the 48 and Denny Hamlin in the 11. Behind them is Kyle Larson in the number 5 and Ryan Blaney in the number 12. There we go. Let's go to helicopter review. That'll be easier. Then behind them, we have Christopher Bell in the number 20 and William Byron in the 24. Behind them, we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47 and Austin Cindric in the 2. Behind them is Chris Buescher in the 17 and Cole Custer in the 41. Behind them is Daniel Suarez in the 99. And then the outside of him is his Trackhouse teammate, Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric. Jesus Christ. Ross Chastain. I am all brain scrambled, folks. Behind them, Eric Almirola in the number 10. And his teammate to the outside of him, Chase Briscoe in the 14. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Then we have Ty Dillon in the 42 and Justin Haley in the 31. Behind them is Tyler Reddick in the 8. And we have Austin Dillon in the 3. We have lots of teammates lined up side by side.
Drivers, start your engine.
And behind them, we have Bubba Wallace in the 23 and Harrison Burton, the rookie, in the 21. Behind them, we have Eric Jones in the 43. And Josh Palicki in the 77. I couldn't remember who was in that car for a second. Then we have Todd Gillen in the 38 and Cody Ware in the 51. Daniel Hemrick in the 16 and Kurt Busch in the 45. Then we have Michael McDowell in the 34 and BJ McLeod in the 78. And then on the last row, we have Corey LaJoie in the 7 and Garrett Smithley in the 15. And that is your starting lineup for the 2022 Auto Club 400. Who is your pick to win, folks? Let's see in the chat. Turn the volume up a little bit. Have a little bit better mix. There we go. Alright. They round turns 3 and 4, where it's been very bumpy all day in practice and qualifying. The pace car pulls off the track any moment as it heads down pit road. There, it makes the left-hand turn. And the green flag is in the starter's hand. And we are green. The Auto Club 400. Start of 200 laps. Since I was too stupid to look it up beforehand, can I get in the chat what the stage breaks are scheduled to be for this race tomorrow? So I can know when to throw the manual cautions. Down the back straightaway, Kyle Busch on the outside line has the advantage. Kevin Harvick, the pole sitter, trying to fight back on the inside. But at Auto Club, the outside is usually the advantage. Kevin Harvick's able to hold his own in turns 3 and 4. I think Kyle Busch will barely lead that lap in the outside line. And Martin Truex Jr. looking to make it 3 wide. Harvick's able to hold them all off, running that middle line. He slides up in front of Kyle Busch. Down the back straightaway they go. You can just see how bumpy that backstretch is. These cars are just bouncing up and down. Kevin Harvick continues to lead the field, but Kyle Busch is right on this bumper. Oh, they're scraping the wall a little bit. Kyle Busch makes a move to the bottom. His Tires are probably still fresh enough to make it happen. If he can slide up, he can take the lead. It looks like that's what he's going to do. Kyle Busch to the lead. Stages will end on lap 65 and 130. Thank you so much, Tango. Appreciate it, bud. Kyle Busch continues to lead as they round turns 3 and 4. Alex Bowman taking a peek underneath Joey Logano for third place. Bowman holding it on the bottom for the moment. But the outside line is going to have that momentum, and he's going to have the drafting help, so Bowman's going to slip back. And now he's going to be battling with Martin Truex Jr. for fourth. And Truex should have the position. But now they are 3 wide back there. Got a great battle for third going on. Here comes Ryan Blaney into the mix. And Logano is able to get out front in that battle for third. Ryan Blaney is trying to get back in line. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch continues to lead. Got a good battle for fifth going on back here. Whoops, meant to scroll the ticker back up. They're all nose to tail for the moment. The closest battle now is for eighth. It looks like between Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, the two dirt guys going at it. Also a dirt guy in there, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the battle with them. Christopher Bell gets out in front of Larson. Larson goes to the outside. He drifts up. That opens up the bottom for his teammate, William Byron. William Byron's got a good run off the bottom. He's also got that draft push from Stenhouse. Oh, we've seen so far that the preferred line has been the outside. But Byron is able to gain some ground in the corner, but you just see the advantage that the outside line has on the straightaway. Meanwhile, back up front, Kyle Busch continues to lead, but there's a fierce battle going on for third right now. Joey Logano's barely holding off Martin Truex Jr. as Alex Bowman and who was that? Ryan Blaney were side by side for fifth. We'll have the stage breaks at the end of lap 65, then at the end of lap 130. Just a reminder. Denny Hamlin peeked out of the line for a sec. He got back in the drafting line. You notice we got the small blade, the small spoiler. The 650 horsepower package with the small spoiler. Kyle Busch is not really pulling away. He's still just a car length or a car length and a half in front of Harvick. It's like an airborne look on board of Air Spanky as we take a look at this battle up front. Harvick is still right there, and he's getting a good push from Logano. You can see him bouncing down the backstretch. Logano taking a peek underneath Harvick. If they go side by side, that's going to slow them down and allow Kyle Busch to start pulling away. How we doing, CMR? Kyle Busch continues to hold him off. Single file for at least the top 10 at the moment. Take a look at the backstretch cam and see if there's any battles going on back there. They are all single file as of now. But Harvick gets a good run on Kyle Busch. He is within a car length. Joey Logano goes up high. He's trying a slightly different line. Bowman to the inside of Truex for fourth. We got a battle going on there. Let's take a look at Logano's rear bumper cam. We'll take a ride on board with Alex Bowman. Sorry, I know the volume is a little loud right there. There we go. Let's go back on board with Truex as he tries to fend off Blaney. Blaney gets a good push from Bowman. And see the momentum that Truex will have as he goes down the backstretch on the outside line. There you can see the advantage that outside line has. Logano tucks back in the line. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch continues to lead. As the field starts to get spread out a little bit. We're 12 laps into this race. Side by side for third. Between Truex and Logano. Truex has the preferred line. But if Logano can slide up, he'll be able to hold him off. Oh, he goes up for the block. Not quite in time. Actually, he is in time. That was a pretty aggressive block for lap 13 from Logano there. Truex tries the crossover, but it might not work in his favor. Although he gets a pretty decent run there. Seems like the inside is a little bit stronger in turns 3 and 4 than it is in 1 and 2. That being said, let's see what he can do in 1 and 2 here, getting a push from Alex Bowman. If he can stay side by side with Logano here going into 3, he might have a chance to pass him, but no, just Logano gets too good of a run on the outside there. Got a fierce battle for 4th on back right now. Between Truex, Logano. Oh, Blaney just scraped the wall. Alex Bowman down 3 wide. Trying to overtake Keselowski and Blaney, but he just stalls out there on the bottom. Keselowski's going to move his way up to the top 5. We have a top 5 run for Keselowski at the moment. I don't remember what position he started in, but he's certainly made his way up. Bowman's still trying to work a 3 wide down on the bottom. It just isn't happening. Blaney dives it down underneath Keselowski. Keselowski has drafting help. Blaney has no one to draft in front of him. And Keselowski's going to have the preferred line going into 1 here, but Blaney, I think, is going to be able to slide up. Blaney takes 5th place back. Keselowski will have the run to be able to clear Hamlin here. Hamlin slides up into the outside line, side by side for 7th or 8th. Bowman's the only one that really seems to be continuing to try to work that inside line. It's a decent run there in 3 and 4, but he just has no drafting help aside from Truex up there. Kevin Harvick is still right there, chomping at Kyle Busch's ankles. He's not letting Kyle Busch get away. Denny Hamlin gets a good run. If he can get to the inside or alongside of Red Keselowski here, he might be able to try the overtake. Ryan Blaney moves past Martin Truex Jr. for 4th. The clean pass on the outside. We got lots of passing going on right now. Just not for the lead at the moment. Kyle Busch has been the dominant car so far. But the top 3 have been basically staying where they're at. From 4th on back has been shuffling around a lot. We're about 18 laps into this race. I believe pit stops will be around lap 40, 45. Then we have a stage break at 65. I don't know exactly how long the stages will, or the pit cycles will be. Side by side for second. Logano trying his hand at the bottom, but he's going to stall out. He's going to have to shuffle back up into the top groove if he's not going to want to get passed by his teammate, which it looks like he's going to be. Logano stalls out on the outside, and that allows Blaney to pass him. Oh, he goes up to block Truex, but that time he's too late. That time he's too late. He tried his hand at the bottom, and that time he's going to lose maybe a couple spots, depending on what Truex can do here. Logano gets a decent run in turns 3 and 4, but he has no drafting help. Truex is able to get his nose on the outside. But Logano is able to clear him, slide up, but Blaney's moved up to third. Strong run for Blaney so far. Let's go on board with Ryan Blaney. Hear that off throttle time. So we got 3 different teams in the top 3 right now. Got Joe Gibbs, Stuart Haas, and Penske. The highest Hendrick car is currently William Byron in 9th. Not a great running for Hendrick at the moment. Gibbs is strong right now with all 4 of their cars within the top 10. Blaney goes up high. There's Joey Logano underneath him. He's up on the outside line here. That's going to set him up good for turn 1. Logano's going to lose some ground. I believe Truex might be on the outside line there. Almost. Logano's able to get back in front of Truex. Bowman's actually trying his hand at the outside line for once in this race. Harvick drifts up high. Here comes Blaney on the bottom line. If Blaney can get a good run into 1 and 2 and clear Harvick here, Blaney, it seems to be the fastest car on track. Can he dive down, get a good run, and slide up in front of Harvick? Nope. Harvick's able to stay alongside of him, and Harvick's going to get the advantage going on the back straightaway. Blaney goes back up in the line, barely gets in front of Truex. Truex goes to the outside line. Truex and Logano have been battling for 4th pretty heavily this race. Logano dives down to the bottom. He tried to get in a run on his teammate. That's going to allow Truex to get to the outside. What's Logano going to do here? He's too late to slide up and block Truex. That's going to give the spot to Truex. He's possibly going to give the spot to Keselowski too. So all this battling for second on back is allowing Kyle Busch to slowly creep away just ever so slightly. 3 wide back there for 6th place. Denny Hamlin diving it to the bottom, trying to make it stick. You can just, here we get a far shot from the other side of the track. You can just see the speed difference that being on the outside line versus the inside line gives you as you go down the backstretch. Bowman continuing to try that inside line. That's going to prematurely wear out his tires, though. Here, so let's see right here with Truex. Or Truex is actually going to be able to slide up. Let's see with Bowman. He's not going to be able to slide up, so we're going to see the speed difference. Right there. He's stuck on the outside line, or the inside line. Those other cars are on the outside with the preferred line. You can see them just roll right by him. field starts to get more and more spread out. We're approaching the halfway point of the stage. Halfway point of the stage will be lap 32. And I think it'll be somewhere between 40 and 45 is where we'll start having green flag pit stops. Back up front. Kyle Busch continues to lead. Let's go on board with Kyle Busch as we look up his rear bumper cam. Kyle Busch being out front, he's going to be using the most gas. I know this isn't quite like Daytona or Talladega, but this is a drafting track. There is lots of drafting involved. And if he's out front breaking the wake for everyone else this whole time, he's going to be sucking up slightly more gas than everyone else that's being able to use a slipstream behind him. Kyle Busch may have to pit a lap or two before anyone else. Speaking of pitting, looks like we got a lap car we're coming up on. On board with Harvick. Continues to try to reel in Kyle Busch. Third place is Ryan Blaney. After 28 green flag laps, they are all just still nose to tail. No one's really pulled away. Blaney trying to get a draft off his former teammates. Keselowski pushes up high. Truex in fifth. Who is his first lap car up here? That's Michael McDowell. Did he just lose the draft or something? Or did I forget to give him ratings? Either way, getting lapped every 30 laps, that's not bad. Like once or twice a stage. Anyway, back to the race. Back to the race for the lead. So either Mike McDowell didn't get ratings or he scraped the wall at some point and lost the draft. But either way, they're coming up on him now, and he's going to be a bit of a roadblock for the leaders here. Man, Kevin Harvick is still right there. Just look at that bumpy backstretch. All right, looks like lap 32 is where Michael McDowell will get lapped. So our first car to go a lap down is going to be the 34. After that, it doesn't look like anyone's really at risk of going a lap down for a while. Well, Kyle Busch has to go to the bottom, though. It's going to check him up. Is Kevin Harvick going to be able to get a better run down the backstretch? Let's see. Nope. Actually advantaged Kyle Busch there. Looks like Harvick got slowed up a bit. McDowell's in the outside line. Just gonna check these guys up back here. So he doesn't really seem off the pace. I think he just might have lost the draft. He is off the pace a little bit, but it's not like horrendously. Back up front. Still a nose-to-tail battle for first through third, but it hasn't really changed at all. We're halfway through with the stage. We'll be getting a stage break here at lap 65. Meanwhile, yeah, 31 is a lap down too. I guess he must have pitted at some point. They might be starting green flag pit stops soon, actually. We actually might be starting green flag pit stop soon. Let me see here. We might be seeing him pull in. Nope, not quite yet. I just thought because I saw Haley lap down that they might have been starting to pit, but not yet. I still think it's going to be another 5-10 laps before we see pit stops, but we are coming up on them shortly. We got to be. So who's everyone's pick to win this race? How's your pick doing so far? Are they in the top 10? So round turns 3 and 4. I like how we do have a multiple groove track here, because the inside line can work, especially in turns 3 and 4. Joe Logano taking a peek for third. It's probably not going to work in turns 1 and 2, though, unless he can clear him and slide up, which he can, actually. Shoot. Sorry, I messed up the camera. There we go. Joey Logano able to take away third place from Blaney. I think he'll have the advantage on the bottom there. Turns 3 and 4 and be able to clear him. Now we're approaching lap 40, so we got to be coming up on pit stop soon. All right, we are going to do a good old-fashioned crank it up while I go grab a snack real quick. I'll be back in like a minute. Come back and Joey Logano's fighting for second place. Harvick's fighting back on the outside. Logano briefly had third, or second, excuse me. Man, these top 10 are still just a second and a half apart after 40 laps. Sorry, folks, I haven't eaten all day. I know this is very unprofessional. Look at that, they're side by side for like 2 or 3 or 4 rows deep. We gotta be coming up on green flag pit stops here shortly. Remember, we'll be having a stage caution in 25 laps here. We only have 2 cars a lap down so far. Oh, I saw some checking up. I keep thinking we're going to be pitting because I keep thinking they're checking up, but never mind. 3 wide back there. Chase Elliott diving it down to the bottom. Or trying to, at least. Camera switches. Shout out to whoever made this track and added those bumps on the backstretch. "42 laps complete. Still no pit." With how close these guys are on track, any tenths gained or lost on pit road is going to be huge. Yeah, Justin Haley's a lap down, but he's staying with that lead draft, so he's not really off the pace. I think he just might have had to pit unexpectedly. Here's Blaney making a charge for second. Oh, look at Justin Haley. Oh, he's definitely on fresh tires. Yeah, that's what's going on. He's on fresh tires. That's why he's a lap down, because he pitted already. He's got freshies. That being said, he's going to unlap himself right there. Justin Haley's back on the lead lap. So as of now, it's still only McDowell a lap down. And then that whole commotion, Harvick has dropped back. Harvick is off the pace. Harvick is way off the pace. He went from second to like 12th in like 2 corners. Whoops, wrong button. What's going on with Harvick? They got to be getting ready for pit stops soon. Or at least Harvick is. I don't know what's going on with Harvick. Unless he just got caught in a bad lane. He is off the pace. I think we got mechanical issues for Harvick. He is definitely off the pace. So he's in the draft back here and he's just chugging. Haley up there, trying to get back around towards the lead lap. Here's the battle for second. Behind Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, and Martin Truex Jr. Truex dives down underneath Blaney. Is he going to be able to slide up, or is Blaney going to get the run first? Blaney gets the run. Let's look at this battle for second going on right here. Alex Bowman has climbed his way back up to 4th and is joined this battle for second. Kevin Harvick has fallen way off the pace. I think his tires are just falling off. He hasn't pitted yet. I think just the more his tires are getting worn, the worse his lap times are going on during the duration of a run. Blaney back to the outside for second. This is a great battle we got going on between Blaney and Truex. Well, they've exceeded the fuel window I thought they'd have. Oh, right as I say that, we're pitting. Keselowski, Byron, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson. And that's it for that group. Sorry, I know the camera switches are a little obnoxious right there. Alright, so here's the battle up front. I can't imagine some of these guys won't be pitting this time. see who pits and who doesn't. Kyle Busch is pitting. Blaney's staying out. Everyone but Blaney and Chase Elliott pitted. Blaney and Chase Elliott stayed out. So these guys are your leaders. But then here's that first group that pitted. And then here's Kyle Busch, who came into the pits in the lead. So let's see where these guys come out in relation to that Byron, Christopher Bell, Keselowski group. So let's see what a lap difference makes in pitting and how they'll cycle out. All right, so here comes this group. Truex with a slow stop. Truex with a really slow stop. So here's this group. And where's Byron? There's Byron. Shoot. No, I screwed up. Yeah, Byron way past Kyle Busch. So that was the strat to pit a lap earlier. So Byron cycled out to the lead because, yeah, now here comes Blaney and Chase Elliott, who are still technically in the lead. But once this cycles through, Byron's going to be in the lead by a long shot. But remember, we got a stage break coming up in about 15 laps. So we're going to be having another restart in about 20 laps or so. All right, so there's Byron. Let's see where Blaney... Yeah, it's not even close. Look at all that ground lost from one lap staying out. So they're finally coming out of the pits now. And Byron's already into turn one. So you lose that much time being on old tires. Unless Haley's going to cycle out to the lead. Hold on. Haley's in the lead now. Hold up. Haley might have pulled the God tier strat with the stage coming up. If he's got enough fuel to last the next 20 laps. I wasn't even paying attention to Haley. Haley might have just done God tier strat. Hold up. Alright, so he was 15.82 seconds. Let's see what the split time is now that he's on older tires than Byron's going to be. 15.82. What's it going to be this time? 14. Ooh. Ooh, we're going to have a good battle here for the end of the stage of whether or not Byron can catch Blaney. Not Blaney, Haley, excuse me, Jesus. I'm all brain scrambled. So here's Byron. He's in second place, but through pit strategy, Haley is your current leader. But he's all by himself, and he's on older tires. So let's see what ground Byron's able to gain this lap. 14.6 last time. 12.8. Oh. Is Haley's strat going to be able to pay off, and is he going to be able to stay the leader? Either way, even if he doesn't stay in the lead, if he can stay in the top 5 or 10, that's still paid off. So we got 10 laps to go this time behind the stage, but the amount that Byron is gaining per lap, I think he's going to catch him before the stage is over. 12.85 last time. It's going to be 11 something this time. 11.35. So he is gaining. We have 10 laps to go in the stage. Justin Haley is your leader right now. Buddy is on older tires. And he's losing like a second a lap, if not more, to Byron. All right, so there he is crossing the start-finish line right there. And then Byron just crossed the start-finish line now. 9.2, so it's about 10-second gap here with 9 laps to go. So Byron basically needs to get 1.1 second a lap to be able to catch Haley. This is quite an interesting fuel strategy. And meanwhile, Kyle Busch, who stayed out, he's not even in your top 10. Kyle Busch is back to 19th, who dominated the first part of the race. 8.46. Willie B's catching. So at the end of lap 65 is when we will throw the caution for the stage. In the meantime, Willie B is catching. He's going to slow down a little bit by BJ. That's going to slow down his split time a bit. I think Haley, you can see him going into 1 right now. Right now. Yeah, he's out there all by himself. Just barely out of frame. Right there. He's right there. Yeah, he's in front of Kurt Busch. So he's going into 3 right there. I actually want to ride on board with Byron for like these last 5 laps. And watch him close in. Where is Harvick at? That's a good question. Harvick is in 21st. Kyle Busch, the dominant car in the early parts of stage 1, is out of the race with a header issue. Major developments. Kyle Busch out of the race with mechanical issues. All right, we have 5 laps to go in the stage this time by. Willie B is going to be less than 5 laps away. Four seconds. He's going to catch Justin Haley, it looks like. So Kyle Busch out of the race with header issues. Meanwhile, we get to watch this uncut camera angle of Willie B tracking down Justin Haley. He's 4 cars ahead, Justin Haley is. Once he passed the purple car, he's that black car. 4 laps to go. Willie B's got 4 laps to try to catch Justin Haley. I think he's going to do it. He's probably going to do it in less than 3 laps. Oh, Justin Haley is way off the pace. I think Byron's going to be able to pass him this time. Yeah, he is struggling here. But even if he can stay in the top 5 or 10, that's still going to be a hell of a strategy that paid off. By pitting way early, getting all that track position, splitting the tires evenly rather than like 2/3 and then 1/3 of the stage, and just taking full advantage of the tire life, and able to leapfrog all those spots. And right there's the pass for the lead. William Byron is your leader. So now it's just going to be a matter of how many spots can Haley hang on to before the stage is done, which is in 2 laps here. He's got Brad Keselowski, who's going to be battling for position here next. So Brad Keselowski and Haley battling for second. Then fourth place is Alex Bowman, about 2.5 seconds behind them. Oh, 3 wide. That was close. Alex Bowman, I think, is going to be able to catch him for third. Either way, I think Haley is going to be able to stay in the top 5 here. So that is the battle for position as Haley continues to drop with his tires falling off. But for now, we need to go to Byron and get ready to throw the stage caution right before he crosses. And that's the yellow. So now everyone, the pace car will catch Byron right there. It'll pick him up. There we go. And so now we are under caution at the end of lap 65. Here comes the rest of the field through the end of the stage. So here is your stage results. William Byron is your stage 1 winner. Brad Keselowski in second. Alex Bowman third. Christopher Bell fourth. Justin Haley's able to hang on to a top 5 spot, so that gamble did work off. And so now he can pit with everyone else right here. All the other cars on the lead lap, that is. You can see all the cars that aren't pitting are all the cars that are a lap down and have to wait a lap to be able to pit. So here comes your leaders into the pits. Byron has a big gap in front of everyone else, so he should be your leader coming out of the pits. We have, it looks like, 1 car retired, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars on a lap down or more, and everyone else is on the lead lap still. So we'll be racing to the end of lap 130, and that'll be the end of stage 2. See if they have any issues coming off pit road here. Byron's able to get down first. And there's your race off pit road. Keselowski's second. Christopher Bell's able to leapfrog a spot on Bowman. Justin Haley still in 5th. Larson lost a couple spots coming off the pits. Byron is still your leader. And then now all the lap cars will be pitting this time. And they will cycle through to the inside line after they pit once we get the 1 to go. Yeah, here comes all the cars a lap down. 1, 2. Yeah, we got 7 cars a lap down, and they'll be starting on the inside line on the restart. Old school rules to try to get their race to get their lap back. Oops. So here's all the lap down cars pitting. All these cars, once we get the restart, like I said, they'll be starting on the inside line up by the leaders to see if they can't race to get their lap back. Corey LaJoy is the first one down. Cody Ware wins the race off pit road there, unless Stenhouse can get in front of him. Nope, Stenhouse gets in about 4th. Off that race. There's that race off pit road. Meanwhile, back to your leader. So I believe we'll be getting the 1 to go this time by. Once again, excellent strategy by Justin Haley to leapfrog the field and pit way earlier than everyone else. He went a lap down early, but he raced it back. And by the time the rest of the field had cycled through, he ended the stage in 5th, when I think he was probably in like 20-something to start. So excellent strategy by Justin Haley in the 31. We should be getting the 1 to go this time by, I believe. See if the pace car lights go off. Once we cross the line, if they do, we'll see the lap down cars make their way up to the front on the inside line. There they go. Now that I think about it, considering how important the tires are and how they have to pit like every caution, basically, I should have just turned the double file restarts off, because they would have, all the lap cars would have been starting in the back every race anyway. But hey, we got a chance to get some cars back on the lead lap. We can race our way back on the lead lap. How we doing? How we doing, DT? Gotta get you set up with vertical line. Yes, you do. You know many secrets about NR that I do not know, and yet you say NR is dead. I can't have you move on from NR without you passing along your secrets. I need them. Anyway, we get back to getting ready to go green with Cody Ware, Corey LaJoy, Todd Gilliland, a lap down, starting on the inside line. We have all the cars fighting for the lead, fighting for position on the outside line. Those are all the cars on the lead lap. And that seems to have been the preferred line here at Auto Club. So we'll see what happens on this restart. So we get ready to take the green flag to complete lap 69. And green flag is out. We are back underway. Start of stage 2. That inside line does not get a good jump. Some of the smaller team cars, their horsepower is probably lacking a little bit to some of these Hendrick and JGR cars. You can see that outside line is just dominant. William Byron going on the bumps down the backstretch. Keselowski right on his tail. It was a valiant effort for those cars to lap down, but yeah, they're going nowhere quickly on that inside line. Christopher Bell taking a peek to the bottom for second place. Trying to make it stick. Brad Keselowski's going to have the run down the backstretch. You can see them all fanning out, trying to get every little position they can before they have to tuck back in the drafting line. So Kyle Busch, your dominant car of the day, out with a header issue. And Kevin Harvick, who was running in the top 3, he's basically running second most of the race. He's stuck back in 15th now. So major problems for some of your early dominant cars. Battle back here. Sorry, I know. Quick camera cuts. Speaking of Harvick, let's watch as he tries to work his way back through the field. Come on. Where are you, Harvick? There you are. So Harvick has made his way back into the top 10. He's had a hell of a restart. Now he's just got to get some of these lap cars to get past. Oh, we got battle up front. We got a battle up front. While I'm focusing on this damn Harvick charge. We had got Keselowski that took the lead. God damn it. We need to do a replay. Because I missed the damn battle for the lead. What is this, Fox? So a lap ago, coming out of 3 and 4, he gets down to the bottom. He's able to lead. He didn't quite lead that last lap. But then he is able to get underneath and slide up and take the lead. But it looks like Brad is out front. And now Byron and Bowman battling side by side for third. Haley back to sixth. Larson's been hanging just outside the top 5 all day. He's back there in 7th right now. What do we need to fact check on? What are we fact checking? Meanwhile, we're about to complete lap 75. 75 laps down, 125 to go. Top 3 are still nose to tail. Those lappers have fallen back. They didn't really hold up too much of the lead lap traffic. As I say that, as Todd Gilliland and Stenhouse are still side by side holding people up back here. Some pretty fast cars. Shoot. There we go. Hendrick cars side by side for third still. Christopher Bell with the run. Can he do anything into turns 1 and 2? He's got the position. Can he slide up? Oh, I don't think he can. Yeah, he's going to lose momentum. Gonna have to tuck back in behind Brad Keselowski. Although I don't know. Oh, Denny Hamlin having to drift up. Go way high. Christopher Bell still fighting back. If he can get a good run in 1 and 2 and slide up. There's the run, but he can't quite slide up. He's not clear. And Keselowski's going to have the run down the backstretch. That's going to allow Bo. That was close. Byron had a run on Bell, but Bell cut him off. He blocked him. Whoops. There we go. So where is Harvick at? Harvick has made his way to 9th. He's that first car away from this little lead pack. We got 8 cars within 9/10 of a second of each other up here, and then the 9th place is 2 seconds back. Do I think there will be a crash? I don't know. Let's stay tuned and find out. Haley trying to work his way back to the top 5 spot. Oops, shoot. Underneath Hamlin, but that ain't going to work on the bottom. We've seen that. That ain't going to work. Now he's going to leave the spot open for Ryan Blaney. Blaney gets past him on the outside. Larson's going to have a run on the outside as well. Yeah, that inside is just not good here at Auto Club. That is not where you want to be. And now all the cars are on the outside. Now that gives the drafting advantage to Larson. Haley tucks back in behind him. Meanwhile, back up front, Keselowski continues to lead as they rocket down those backstretch bumps. Wikipedia says Road America is 56 acres, Talladega on the road is around 3,000 acres. Talladega ain't no 3,000 acres. At least if, yeah, I think Road America is more than 56. Is that what we're debating? Like the property size between Road America and Talladega? I don't know. Someone go to Google Earth, look at Road America, like from a certain height, and then look at Talladega from a certain height, screenshot those two, and then overlay each other and see which one looks bigger. Hamlin with a peak underneath Bowman for 4th. We've seen that inside work every so often if they get a great run and can slide up, but Hamlin does not clear to slide up. Haley's fallen back to 8th after restarting 5th. So it continues to be Keselowski, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, Justin Haley, Kevin Harvick, and Joey Logano are your top 10. So I get a little single file. That tends to happen after about 15-20 laps here. I don't know. That's a good question. That'd be a really good question. I would suggest doing that Google satellite thing. Just take a screenshot of both of them from a certain height and just overlay one on top of the other in GIMP or Photoshop. Sorry, we had a little mini crank it up. While Alex Bowman takes a peek for 2nd. I think Christopher Bell might be off the pace a little bit. He's slowing down. Yeah, Christopher Bell, I don't know if he's having issues or his tires are falling off or what, but he is falling off the pace. Meanwhile, that puts Bowman up to 2nd. Hamlin up to 3rd. Oops, I went the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, Christopher Bell's tires are falling off big time. They'll probably be pitting around lap 110 or so. 115. Then we're going to have the stage break at the end of 130. Yeah, I don't want them to drop this. I want to figure out this mystery. Which is bigger? Which could fit inside the other? Oh, Christopher Bell back here. He is dropping off the pace, and he is almost causing wrecks in the process. We had a close call back here. Coming off of 4. Look at Larson. Ooh, being squeezed. Look at how close it is. 3 wide. Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, those two guys are used to racing side by side next to each other. Meanwhile, back up front continues to be Keselowski, Bowman, Hamlin, Blaney, and Byron lurking back there. So tough break for Kyle Busch after leading the majority of stage 1. He had a header issue and had to retire early. Now we're down in the pits with Kyle. We're able to have a word with him. Kyle, can you just give us your thoughts on leading early and just that unfortunate break that caused your day to end early? Everything's great. Can you give us a few more words, Kyle? I know it was a frustrating day. Can you tell us what the car felt like before you ultimately had that issue? Everything's great. Alrighty, and that is Kyle Busch. Thanks, Kyle. Alright, back up top. Keselowski continues to lead. But he is just barely able to fend off Bowman as he continues to nipping at his ankles.
We're still trying to figure out the Road America Talladega Girl.
How did that even get started?
Crank it up action.
Brad Keselowski continues to lead. We're approaching the halfway point here, as we are 7 laps away from the halfway mark, the end of lap 100. Got to be coming up on pit stops here in about 15-20 laps or so. Then we will have a stage break in a little over 35 laps at the end of lap 130. Then the final run to the finish will be approximately 65 laps. Maybe 66. Coda infield is small. Coda is huge. The duality of man. This race legit might get done quicker than the damn Xfinity one did. So Harvick's back to 10th. Larson's up to 6th. Chase Elliott's up to 7th. Justin Haley's still hanging out there in 31st. These predictions, my NR predictions, always predict Brad Keselowski's going to win, and then he ends up always wrecking at the end of the actual races. Dude, DT, if you come to Road America, we're doing 50 rounds of disc golf. Dude, imagine wake up camping inside the actual track, have a coffee, walk around, do some walking, exploring, wander around on the electric scooter, watch some Trans Am practice, go do some disc golf, grab some food, then have some drinks, then watch some actual racing in the later afternoon. Just imagine it. It ain't too late to make this year happen. And it would be far less expensive than Daytona would be. Nah, they ain't palm trees. The discs ain't gonna get stuck. Because we just have regular trees here. We don't have trees that act like Velcro. We just have like maples and oaks and stuff. I'll bring a pole. I'll bring a retractable pole that we can get any stuck discs out with. We are 3 laps from the halfway point. The top 5 are still kind of nose to tail, all separated within 0.7 of a second. 6th place is nearly 3 seconds back. We're going to be coming up on pit stops here in about 10-15 laps or so. Dude, Road America's so cheap. The camping wristband's $40. I think your weekend ticket is like $190. That gets you for all the races. And the campsite fee is like $15. And that's it. Just cover your food. Disc golf is free. That's it. Ain't like Daytona where we're gonna have to go out and eat every night, and the general admission tickets for the races like $60 a pop every night. And I don't have the campsite yet, but the call can be made basically any day. And it probably will be actually like starting this week. Meanwhile, while I'm being distracted with Road America talk, these two guys got held up by Cody Ware. So lap traffic playing a bit of a factor right there. Here comes Larson, Elliott, and Logano underneath Cody Ware. They're going to be able to gain some ground on William Byron and Ryan Blaney. Yeah, I actually might make that call like Monday morning just to confirm, hey, I want to reserve that same campsite again, the same one I've done the last 3 times. And hey, if we don't get that exact campsite, I wouldn't mind checking out a different spot too. Top 3 nose to tail, and we've officially passed the halfway point. Yeah, I'll make the call Monday morning. Don't worry. Byron and Blaney side by side, battling for 4th place. That's allowing these guys back here to catch up. Back to the front group. It's the battle of the purple cars up front. Got Keselowski, Bowman, and Hamlin. All with purple and or white and purple bases. Leading the top 3 right now. It's my favorite driver right now. He is in 8th in this race. My boy's Larson. .98 laps to go. Keselowski continues to lead. That little teal right in the middle of the Ally, the front grille, bugs me still. That should just be white. Why do they have that little teal section right there? I know drive-through knows what I mean. I'm clicking this so I can just jump right to the camera I want rather than having it switch a zillion times. That teal. Makes no sense. Helicopter view. Go on board with Air Spanky. Damn. For like 30, 40-ish laps into a green flag run, these top 3 are Nose to tail. Oh, Harrison Burton just retired with a piston issue. I was going to say he's 3 laps down, but now he's officially retired. Cody Ware's 2 laps down. Then we have Corey LaJoy, Michael McDowell, Josh Balicki, Todd Gilliland, BJ McLeod, Ricky Stenhouse a lap down, and then we still have 27 cars on the lead lap. Can't imagine we're more than 10 laps away from the start of green flag stops. Turn the volume back up a little bit since we're in TV cam. So our second DNF of the day. Kyle Busch finished last. Harrison Burton will now finish second to last. I'm really excited to watch this race tomorrow. I don't know about you guys, but from what I saw in practice and qualifying, and oh man, we actually have cars that take skill and talent to drive, and these drivers have been so reliant on the air driving the cars for the last 10 years. Now they actually have to drive the cars themselves. We were seeing that in practice and qualifying. And if they're struggling to hang on to the cars as it was by themselves, just imagine with 35 other dudes around right next to them. It's going to be a fun race to watch tomorrow. You guys are not going to want to miss tomorrow's Auto Club 400. Where's Harvick at? Harvick has dropped back to 16th. Man, Harvick, once he gets late into these tire runs, he just falls off. Are we pitting yet? Not quite. No one's in the pits. Sorry. Just seeing if anyone's pitting yet. Oh! Here comes Bowman taking a peek for the lead. And he's got the short way around the track now. Keselowski still barely leads that lap. Byron's taking a chance. He's trying it. But he's just going to run out of grip on the bottom, I think. And that's going to let Keselowski get a good run. Oh, bless Bowman, he tried. Now he's going to have to tuck in behind Hamlin. So Justin Haley still has not pitted, so he's not trying that same tire strat that he did last time. So Bowman tried to make a pass. Just couldn't quite pull it off. We have 91, excuse me. Yeah, 91 laps to go. I believe they should be pitting shortly. If not this time by even. Oh, here comes Hamlin now. These guys keep trying to challenge Brad Keselowski by going to the inside, but just the inside does not work, especially in 1 and 2. Hamlin is almost clear of him, but not quite. Side by side, that's going to slow them down. It's going to allow Bowman to get along side by side of Hamlin. Hamlin has the advantage in turns 3 and 4 on the inside. He's able to clear Bowman, at least for the time being. They're coming up on Cody Ware again. All 4 purple cars lined up, nose to tail. Bowman to the outside of Hamlin. You got all 4 purple cars right there. I think those are all four purple cars in the field. Yep, Cody Ware's pitting. So he was getting down to the bottom to get to the pits. He's got a great battle going on for second right now. I just wish that was the battle for the lead. Yeah, so around lap 115, I believe the majority of the field will start pitting. Hamlin and Bowman still going side by side. Meanwhile, that's just allowing Keselowski to pull away. Just ever so gradually. Hamlin clears Bowman. But he doesn't slide up, and that allows Bowman to get the run down the backstretch. But then Hamlin's had decent runs on the inside in turns 3 and 4. But he doesn't do it that time. Not yet, or he starts to. Still no one coming into the pits yet. Oh, there is one taker. Who is that? I believe that's Christopher Bell. It's either Christopher Bell or Chase Briscoe, looked like, in the red car. Looked like either the Ream or the Mahindra Tractors car. So we should be seeing some of the leaders pitting this time by. Still not. I'm surprised. Meanwhile, back here, Cody Ware on Freshies. He's going to look like Superman into this next corner. Oh, he's getting blocked by Chase. Cody Ware's on Freshies right now, so once he can get clear of these guys, he'll have a good run. All right, Byron just went down to the bottom. I'm assuming he's pitting. Yep. So Byron's pitting, as are the top 3, except for Bowman. So Bowman's leading right now. Here's our top 2 that came into the pits. So Brad, from what we've seen, should have the advantage here since they're pitting early and getting the most use out of the tires. Now, if you're staying out, that's just going to hurt you. Because you're losing like 2 seconds a lap at this point, just staying out on these worn tires. Yeah, so Bowman's going to cycle out way behind, probably. There goes Keselowski. Hamlin with a slow stop. Byron's able to get in front of Hamlin. But Hamlin has the inside. Oh, that was close. So there's Keselowski. And then there's Byron and Hamlin. So let's go back up front. And did Bowman pit yet? Yes. So let's see where Bowman ends up coming out in relation to Keselowski. So there's Bowman. And there's Keselowski. He's already passed him. So Keselowski with the Strat. Yeah, right there. You just saw Bowman. So Blaney now is the only one to stay out, but I believe he should be in this time. Yep, there he is. So when everything's said and done, Keselowski should have cycled through pretty far ahead. Because I don't know what happened to Hamlin, but he got stuck pretty far back. There he is. He's behind Byron, that's right. So we got 12 laps to go on the stage. So Blaney's still technically in the lead because he had passed the start-finish line to get to his pit box. But that being said, now he's going to be back in like 10th or so. And Keselowski's has cycled through to the lead. Yep, and there you have it. Byron second, Hamlin third, Bowman fourth, and Chase Elliott fifth. It's now a great run for the Hendrick cars. The Hendrick cars started out strong. Or started out slow, I should say. They only had one car in the top 10. Now they have 4 in the top 7. And JGR, that started out strong, having all 4 of their cars in the top 10. Now they only have 1. And that's Hamlin in third. Where's the occasional checkup on Harvick? 14th. Harvick is 14th. Let's see where he's at. He's stuck racing for position between Dillon and Busher. He's got Suarez and Ty Dillon up in front of him. Back to our leader. All right, so we have less than 10 laps to go to the end of stage 2. Byron's gaining a little bit. He was 2 seconds back last time. Now he's 1.8. So on board with Hamlin, actually, as he and Byron continue to try to chase down Keselowski. Looks like McDowell is up there. Gonna go another lap down. So 26 cars on the lead lap. The 16 of Hemrick is now out with a piston as well. We have Cody Ware that's about to go 3 laps down, and then Michael McDowell that's about to go 2 laps down. It's not really any other lap traffic for a while. There should be the last cars to go a lap down before we get to the end of the stage. Yeah, all their schemes are downloaded from Stunod individually. I know it's a bit of a pain, but it doesn't take too long. And if I were to post a car set link, that would be taking downloads away from the initial painters. So go support your painters and just throw on a podcast or an album and just download all the schemes, make a roster. It doesn't take that long, I promise. Might seem like an annoyance at first, but once you get used to it, you can do it pretty quickly. Keselowski's caught some lap traffic. So we are 6 laps away from the stage break. Hopefully Keselowski doesn't get caught in any trouble here. It's probably a little bit more traffic than he'd be liking to deal with right now. And now he's caught on the bottom, so that's going to slow him down a bit. It might allow Byron and Hamlin to catch up, gain a little bit of ground. Being caught on the bottom for those few turns. 1.8 was his gap last time. 1.5, yeah, he gained, or he lost about 3/10 that last lap. Being stuck on the bottom. 5 laps to go till the end of the stage. You can see the gap between him and Byron and Hamlin back there. Back to the battle for second. Four laps to go. Now Byron and Hamlin have to deal with that lap traffic. Looks like they should get a run on the straightaway. Oh, here comes Hamlin. Byron's not trying to get underneath him. Whoa, what's going on? Byron goes up top. He's playing the slow game. He wanted to get a run around Cody Ware. That allows Hamlin to get up front. Hamlin up to second. 3 laps to the end of the stage. Got a fierce battle going on between the Hendrick and Joe Gibbs car. Keselowski continues to lead. Byron to the inside of Hamlin for the second spot. 2 laps to go. Meanwhile, back up front, Keselowski continues to have clear track in front of him. He won't have any more lap traffic to deal with. Byron slides up, clears Hamlin for second. Byron been having a strong run all day. Bubba Wallace has snuck his way into the top 10. It's first we've mentioned his name today. So Hamlin back to the inside. All right, we're on the final lap of stage 2. Who's going to have the advantage here between Byron and Hamlin? Looks like Byron's going to have the advantage going on the backstretch. Back up to Brad Keselowski. Yellow. Right before the start-finish line. Under caution. And Byron was able to get second place away from Hamlin for the stage. And that is the end of the stage. Your finishing order for stage 2 is Keselowski, Byron, Hamlin, Bowman, Logano, Chase Elliott, Blaney, Larson, Bubba Wallace, and Justin Haley. So here we're going to have our, should be the second to last round of pit stops, if all goes normally. So Brad Keselowski is going to have a big gap getting into the pits because he had all the lap traffic separating him and everyone else. So unless Brad Keselowski majorly messes this pit stop up, he should come out ahead. I don't know why Cody Ware's pitting this time by. I thought the lap cars aren't allowed to pit. So here's going to be the race off pit road. Unless there's any issues for Brad, he should have this. He's able to pull off, no issues. Byron in second. Bowman in third. Hamlin in fourth. Blaney in fifth. Bubba in sixth. Bubba went from 10th to 6th in that round of pit stops. So Bubba's able to gain an awful lot of spots in pit road there. That's true, Trupp. I try not to swear too much while I'm streaming. But I'm not going to say I never swear. I try not to go out of my way to do so, but Also don't want to censor myself either, but yeah. Swearing is allowed in the chat. Please don't be excessive with it, but don't be vulgar, don't be excessive, but I'm not going to say you can't swear. I mean, geez, it's damn YouTube. It's not the Disney Channel. A lot of us are adults, people. Not everyone, but a lot of us are. So McDowell stayed out. He should get his lap back, I think. Is he gonna get his lap back? Or is he just gonna be starting in front of Hamlin? So he's still got 26 cars on the lead lap. Todd Gilliland is the first car lap down. Ross Chastain is the last car on the lead lap. We have 3 cars that have DNF'd. I'm gonna take a really quick bathroom break right quick before we get started again. I'll be right back. I'm back. So at the completion of lap 133, we're officially 2/3 of the way complete with this race. Brad Keselowski continues to lead. Byron and Bowman have been some of your most consistent cars of the day. Blaney has been hanging around in the top 5 basically all day. Bubba's just outside the top 5 for the first time today. Got those 7 lap cars down on the bottom. They're going to be trying to fight. Going to be fighting to get their laps back on this restart. That being said, we are green. I don't know why I said R like our there. It's because I am Cody H. Gaming and I don't have a grasp on my own native language. As he races into turn 1. Has that advantage on the outside line. Is able to get a good run, gets to clear the lap traffic, as does Byron, as does Bowman. As does a lot of those cars back there. So now how are they going to split up the fuel strategy? They can definitely go on one more stop. Here's Byron looking to the inside. They can make it the rest of the way on one more stop. They are like 5 wide back there, but meanwhile they're side by side for the lead. Byron just needs to get a good run. Now is the time to do it with the fresh tires if he's going to. They're like 5 wide back there trying to get around lap traffic. Oh my goodness. Look at how fanned out they are towards the rear of the field. Top four nose to tail. Keselowski able to keep holding them off. They're starting to get a little sorted back there, but it's still pretty damn crazy. What a run for Brad Keselowski. Bubba Wallace is hanging out there in 6th, kind of on his own. If he can catch up and contend with one of these cars, he'll be fighting for a top 5. Oh! Let's go on up and on board with the Goodyear blimp as they fan out 3 wide for 2nd place. Oh, I don't know who's going to have the advantage here. Oh, who's going to have the advantage? Can Bowman get his nose back on the outside of Byron? Nope. Oh! Bowman and Blaney made contact. Byron and Bowman pushing each other, trying to catch that 6 of Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski continues to dominate. Bowman and Hamlin side by side like we've been seeing a lot of this race. They're starting to settle down back in the back, rear of the field. Jesus, I can't talk. Bubba's catching up. We got Bubba catching up to this group. They are side by side. And that's allowing the 23 to catch up. We'll go on his onboard. Trying to reel in this group in the top 5. Yeah, where's Kevin Harvick at? Kevin Harvick's up to 14th. Austin Dillon has snuck his way into the top 5, or top 10, excuse me. Hamlin trying to get underneath Blaney, unable to do so. He has to get back into the draft. Obviously, the bottom is the shortest way around, but it's also slower, too, because it's a lot more loose down there. You gotta get off the gas. It's a lot more slippery and slidey. This race has gone caution-free with the exception of the stage cautions. We're hanging out with Hamlin in 5th as we have 60 laps to go in this race. So we can, as long as there's no caution within the next like 20 laps or so, they can easily make it on one more pit stop. Keselowski continues to lead the field. That'd be a hell of a story if Brad Keselowski making his 2nd start with his new team as a driver slash owner to get the win for the newly merged, newly founded RFK Racing. Side by side for the lead. There goes Byron. Byron with the slide job. Can he slide up? Is he going to slide up and make the block? No, Keselowski back on the outside. But Byron's still in good position. The bottom has been decent in turns 3 and 4. It all depends on what can happen here. What's Blaney going to do? Who's Blaney going to help push? Is he going to help push his former teammate? That was the closest we've seen anyone to making a pass on the bottom yet. It's not over yet. Byron, nope, he didn't get as good of a run, as good of a send down into the bottom as he did last time. Oh, you can see the speed difference with that shot. And Brad's going to clear him. Byron easily could have slid his ass, and he didn't. Now he's going to be on the inside. Blaney's going to have a good run on the outside here. Blaney's going to challenge for second. Go Blaney. Blaney, baby. Nope. Byron is still fighting back. Oh, now he wants to slide him. Nope. Blaney gets the good run. He gets the good push. Bowman abandons his teammate to get to the outside. Blaney is clear of Byron. I'm trying to keep practicing my director's skills. I'm doing lots of camera switches in this race. I hope you guys like it. Oh, I could switch that one a little sooner. So Blaney to second. So who is going to challenge Brad to first? Early on, it was Kyle Busch that was leading the majority of the race, but then he had to retire with mechanical issues. Here comes Byron back on the inside, challenging for second. But the inside has not really been great in turns 1 and 2. He's not clear. Blaney's going to have the advantage on the outside. Blaney back to second. This version of Auto Club is very frustrating. It's fun to race, but as far as the AI trying to make moves, it's getting hard for them to do so. Let's go to the rear camera of Brad. While we're here, let's have a good old-fashioned crank it up, shall we? Alright, we're back to normal. So I screwed up those last few camera switches. Brad continues to dominate. We got side by side for third. Oh, here comes Blaney. Oh no! Pace car, what are you doing? No, McDowell, what are you doing? Blaney! Blaney with the send! Slide up! Slide up! Slide up! Blaney with the slide job, and he takes the lead. Blaney, baby. That was a bad time to hit the V button when the pace car is right there. God damn. I still did a better job at capturing that than Fox would have done. Blaney to the lead. He's able to take the position away from Brad, who has been dominating during green basically since the start of stage 2. What a legend. We got the Hendrick cars battling side by side for third place. And it is a far gap from 5th to 6th. So reminder, we will have to have one more round of green flag pit stops before this is all said and done. What a move by Blaney. Just when we thought that no one was going to be able to take the lead away from Brad, Blaney comes up and just throws his shrimp on the table and makes the move of the race. What a boss. And they're starting to pull away from Byron and company. We have less than 50 laps to go, mind you. I didn't even realize we had under 50 to go. Blaney continues to lead after making that pass from Brad a few laps ago. Let's actually go back a few laps and rewatch that pass for the lead, shall we? Let's go on the helicopter view and watch this whole pass start to finish. So he goes underneath and turns 1 and 2. Just gets a great run. Has enough grip, makes it stick. Gets a run right there, is able to slide up a bit. Slides up and just makes the pass. It's old school slide job style. Watch us from the onboard. Right around the start-finish line, he dives underneath. Dive it underneath. Feather the throttle, find that grip, slide up. Take it. Let's watch that from Keselowski's onboard. That Worth car actually looks really cool. I like how they incorporated the paint design where the number's supposed to go. Blaney still leads. 44 laps to go. So if they restarted with like 134, 135, and we've been having like 45-ish lap green flag runs, they should be pitting around lap 180. Game man, these cars are not real. This is a game called NR2003, NASCAR Racing 2003 season. These are all AI. I'm doing a simulated running of what might potentially happen for tomorrow's race. That's what the stream is. All the drivers are rated similarly to how they would be in real life. And yeah, so this is not real. This is a game. This is an almost 20-year-old game, mind you. So yeah, that's what we are doing today. Thanks for tuning in. Good having you here. Blaney continues to lead. Byron with a strong run-in. He's been in the top 5 basically all day. And Bubba, after restarting 6th, he's dropped back to 10th. He's trying to hang on to the top 10 spot. It looks like this pack of 6th through 19th are all like within a couple seconds of each other. Now that this lead isn't really at risk at the moment, let's go back and take a look at Joey Logano, who was the start of that pack. And you can see all these cars is from 6th through 19th position-wise, and you can see that they're still fairly close together. A couple of those cars in that group are a lap down, like I believe Stenhouse is. Larson's just outside the top 10. Ty Dillon into the top 10. Chris Buescher into the top 10. Harvick's made his way to 8th. So we got some good hard chargers back there that are starting to make their way back up through the field. Kevin Harvick, after going back to like 16th, he's back up to 8th. Oh, we got lap traffic. Got lap traffic, might be an issue. Oh! They're 3 wide for the lead! They're 3 wide for the lead! Blaney goes around, Bowman goes underneath. Keselowski gets stuck. They're 4 wide with the lap traffic. And Blaney gets out front. Hamlin's trying to take advantage. He was back and forth. Now he's going for second. Oh, look at this battle for second. What an incredible battle. Holy cow. Holy cow. We're going to need a replay of that once these guys settle down in a few here. That was incredible. Blaney's still able to hang on to it. Keselowski got screwed a little bit, but he's making his way back up. The positions didn't really change that much in the grand scheme of things in the big picture, but they caught that lapper and they all just they went for it, trying to make a move, and it all sorted itself out. But man, that was tense and exciting at the moment. .38 laps to go. Still have not had a caution aside from the stage breaks. So it's been a very clean race. Alright, now that these guys have sorted themselves out, we gotta go back and... Oops, I didn't mean to hit that quite yet. We gotta go back and watch this. Alright. So when they caught McDowell a lap down, so they all kind of stack up here. So then Blaney goes up top. And then they're 3 wide right there. Byron goes bottom. Keselowski's in the middle. Blaney goes up top of McDowell. Byron goes underneath him. And then these guys battling for third. I can't remember what the... Oh yeah, it's 5. There we go. The hotkey. And then those guys battling for third go around him, and we're 4 wide momentarily. I can't remember what the rewind is. Besides, it's just faster going that because you can only rewind ×1 minus ×1 backwards. So look at this when they're 4 wide trying to go around McDowell. Alright, so back to live. Still have Blaney out front. 35 laps to go. We're probably around 15 laps or so away from our final round of green flag pit stops. Faster if you get your number lock. All right, I'll have to get the DT crash course gun. By the way, one of these days when you're painting some stuff, I want to sit in on or watch in because I've already forgotten like half of those hotkey things you taught me about GIMP last time. And that was very valuable information. I feel really bad that my boomer brain has already forgotten it. But I feel like if I get a refresher, I'll remember it really easily. Yeah, next time you're painting, I wanna shadow you so I can relearn your secrets again. So Blaney is starting to pull away a little bit. I literally might just screen record next time you're doing your teachings just so I can go back as like audio notes Did Austin Dillon crash? I don't believe so. He's still on the lead lap. He's 20 seconds back, fighting for 22nd. I think Chase Briscoe just pitted. I believe Chase Briscoe just pitted because he just went a lap down and someone just passed him. He's got a little bit of front end damage. I don't know where that came from, but you see Briscoe's got a little bit of front end damage. Oh, we got cars coming out of the pits. We do have pit stop starting. So back up to our leader. We're pitting. Leader's pitting. Leader's pitting. Whoops. The leader is pitting. Blaney is into the pits. This should be the final round of green flag pit stops. Is he going to get a clean entry? Yes. He doesn't get hit. Clean entry, and he's in by himself. And since he's in early, that he should be gaining ground on anyone that stayed out. So who stayed out? William Byron stayed out. Is he going to be pitting this time? Let's go to Byron. No, Byron stays out. So Blaney. So Blaney pitted like a few laps early from everyone, and these guys are not pitting. So Blaney was your leader. Here's your lead pack now. Here's the battle for the lead. Side by side between Byron and Keselowski. But these guys are going to be slowing each other down. Meanwhile, Blaney is on fresh tires, and he is going to be gaining ground throughout this cycle as long as these guys stay out. There's Blaney back there. He's a lap down at the moment. But remember, these guys have to pit. All these guys up here still have to pit. Blaney pitted early. And we saw for Justin Haley earlier that in the short run, that helped him, but in the long run, he kind of slid back. Yeah, Justin Haley's back to 23rd at this point. But you could consider this 30-lap run kind of a short run that Blaney's trying to short pit and gain a big advantage on all these guys. So Keselowski is your leader at the moment, but keep in mind, he still has to pit. Is the AI that smart in this game to where they literally do different strategies? Like, are some of the AI just running it dry, like running their tires and fuel dry, and are some of the other AI, like some of those back markers and Blaney, like cutting the stage in half, or like the run in half? Are they seriously that smart to be able to have different strategies in this game? I think Keselowski's coming in. Keselowski's coming in. Keselowski is pitting. He's the only one in this group pitting. So Keselowski's pitting. Let's go back to this group. All right, so here's Blaney on fresh tires. A lap down. But he's stuck behind Hamlin. He's not able to get... Oh, I think Bowman's in the lead now. Because Bowman's on fresh tires. I think Bowman pitted. He's a lap down, but he's ahead of Blaney. I think Bowman's in the lead. Not at the moment. It says he's a lap down, but once this pit cycle cycles through, I believe Bowman will be in the lead. And Blaney's in second. So you can see the gap right there. Hamlin, it says, is in first right now, but he'll probably be pitting this time by, if I had to guess. Yep, he's in the pits right now. Chris Buescher led that last lap. He'll probably be pitting this next time by. Chris Buescher. And Bubba's in second, but they still need to pit. Buescher, Bubba, Hamlin. Do Hamlin and Byron need to pit? I believe they do. And Reddick need to pit. Everyone else. So now the battle for the lead is going to cycle out. Oh, we have got a caution! We've got a caution! We've got a caution. Drive-through called it. Drive-through called it. Drive-through called it. I didn't see what it was. Where are they? Was it Bilicki? I just saw it in the background. I saw the caution lights and I saw something in the background. Yep, here we go. Is Buescher seriously going to be in the lead? Oh, what happened? It's Reddick. Reddick's trying to get down to the pits. Reddick was one of the cars that hadn't pitted yet. Custer already pitted. Oh, that's what happened. And he's going to slide up and pound that wall. And he might get tagged by someone else. Oh, yep. He gets clipped by Cody Ware, and he gets hit head-on by Josh Bilicki. Oh, my goodness. So, Reddick and Bilicki are out. I think Buescher. Oh, but he still has to pit, and all these other cars, I think, are going to stay out. All right, so what happened with the pit cycle here? This is so confusing. Oh, Hamlin and Byron got benefited so hard right here. Because they were just coming out of the pits, and that's when the caution came in. Oh, my goodness. Hamlin and Byron just came out of the pits. They picked up the pace car. And Bubba and Buescher, who were in the lead, now had to pit. Wait, now... Oh my goodness, now it's Bowman and Blaney. I'm so confused. So after the cycle, I guess now it is Bowman and Blaney after all. Reddick is out of the race from an accident. That's not a surprise. As is the 77. So those are your two next DNFs. We're going to have 25 cars on the lead lap. And it looks like 6 cars a lap down. And we're going to have a restart with roughly 23, 22 laps to go. I am so confused with how that all cycled out, but I thought it was going to be Byron and Hamlin. However, it ended up being Bowman and Blaney that cycled out to the front. Harvick! Is Harvick going to be in 4th right here? Yeah, Harvick is in 4th. So after that bad luck, after he got caught down early, after being one of the strong top 5 cars in Stage 1, he was as far as 18th at one point, I think. Harvick has climbed back to 4th. Chase Elliott is in the top 5 for the first time today. Ty Dillon with a strong run in 7th. Suarez is up into the top 10, as is Almirola. Dillon snuck his way into the top 10 about 15, 20 laps ago. Larson, as he's been this entire race, is just outside the top 5. Bowman, through that pit cycle and being able to get around those cars on the older tires, has made his way into the lead. Blaney just behind him, Logano in 3rd. So we've got hella strategy going on right now. I am excited for this final restart. We're going to have like 22 laps to go, I believe, on this final restart. 21 maybe. So place your bets. Who is your pick to win the Auto Club 400? I looked it up. It said that it was the Auto Club 400. It's not the AAA 400, is it, this year? By chance? I know it's been that a couple times in the past, I thought. That's why Logano is always in the AAA insurance car whenever they come here. As well as Kyle Busch being in that Interstate Batteries car. Oh, we have another lap of caution. So let's go back. And just take one last look at that incident. Since we got another lap of caution. Reddick tries to go down and pit. Gets turned by Custer. And then Blicky has nowhere to go. Try on board with Cole Custer. So remember, Reddick was one of the last few cars that hadn't pitted yet. Custer was on new tires. And so Reddick right here, he's trying to dive down to get to the pits, but Reddick is trying to have the line with the new tires and just turns him. And lastly, let's take a look on board with Josh Bilicki. Hold on. What are you asking, DT? What happened to Hamlin and Byron? All right, we'll check that out. I think they just had to pit. I think they were one of the last few cars that stayed out that had to pit. If I'm not mistaken. All right, Hamlin, Byron. Oh, they just come out of the pits. No, they passed the pace car, so they're now on the tail. I think they got screwed. They're on the tail end of the lead lap. I don't know if that's actually how it should be or if they just got screwed with the timing of things, but yeah, they get the pass right here once the caution starts. Because it looks like the pace car then picks up. Who does the pace car pick up as the leader once Byron and Hamlin passes? It should have been Bowman. It'll pick up Bowman as the leader. Yeah, so all those other cars are lapped down, then it picks up Bowman as the leader. So that's what happened to Byron and Hamlin. They just cycled around to the tail end of the field. Sorry, DT. I know you hate my directing skills. They were the last cars not to get picked up by the pace car. So we got that backwards. All right, pace car is off. Timing of that worked perfectly. So we got those 6 or so cars on the bottom line there to the lap down. But we have Bowman, Blaney, Logano, Elliott, and Larson battling for the lead right now. We got those cars on the bottom line that are fighting to get their lap back. Stenhouse is putting up quite a fight. But they're going to have the run going on the backstretch. The car's on the outside. I have a feeling it's going to be between Bowman and Blaney. These closing laps. And we are coming to 20 laps to go this time by. 20 to go. Logano's lurking there. Third place in the catbird seat. Logano's always had some memorable finishes in this race. Hamlin as well. But Hamlin is trapped back in 18th. We got 25 cars on the lead lap. Stenhouse's last car lap, or the first car lap down, excuse me. 19 laps to go this time by. We got the top 4 nose to tail, and then there's a couple lappers separating the next few cars for position. Where did Harvick go? Harvick is the last car in the lead lap. I think he is another one of those cars like Byron and Hamlin that ended up having to drop to the tail end of the field. Or he had to pit during that caution. We got the Tupensky teammates side by side for second. There's Logano and Blaney fighting for second. Larson's trying to get past those lap cars to get up there and fight. He's still in 5th right now. He's actually fighting for Ty Dillon for a top 5. Ty Dillon in that petty GMS car, trying to battle the reigning champ for a top 5 spot. Suarez with a strong run in 7th place. Keselowski, who kind of got screwed by that pit cycle a little bit, is back to 8th. Christopher Bell in 9th. Oh, now after that late lap, they are in 7th and 8th. Byron has made his way up to... Hold up. Byron has made his way up to 9th. Does he have fresher tires than everyone else? Bubba's in the top 10. I think Byron might have fresher tires than everyone else, so he has made his way up to the top 9. Meanwhile, the top 3 continues to be Bowman, Blaney, and Logano. Oh, here comes Elliott. Elliott to the outside of Logano for the top 3 spot. So now we got all 4 Hendrick cars, or we continue to have all 4 Hendrick cars in the top 10. Joe Gibbs, who started out dominating this race, now only has 1 car in the top 10, being Christopher Bell. Hamlin is in 11th place. Where is... Hold on, where's Truex? 19th, he's in 16th place. There we go. And then Kyle Busch was the first DNF. So we've got 6 cars a lap down, 25 cars on the lead lap, and 5 cars have DNF'd. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott trying to fight Blaney for 2nd place. But now he's side by side with Logano. I'm going to try to slide up and clear Logano. Blaney is just right on the rear end of Bowman, just waiting for any sort of slip up. Blaney, oh, he's right there. He's so close to having a run down the front stretch. That's how he took the lead from Brad Keselowski. Brad had that run. Speaking of Brad, Brad's up to 5th. Brad has worked his way up to 5th. And when Blaney took the lead from Brad, he made that move going into 1, was able to make the slide job happen. So Brad, I believe, was in 7th or 8th at one point. Look at Brad. Look at Brad making moves. Is he going to go 3 wide for 2nd? He might. He might into 1 here. Oh! He's underneath Blaney for 3rd. Oh, and Blaney gets the run. Brad just, no matter how good the tires are, just being on the bottom is a disadvantage. Meanwhile, Bowman loves to see all this fighting for 2nd place. There we go. There's the 3 wide for 2nd place. He just, no matter how hard he tries, he just doesn't have that run on the bottom. Bubba Wallace, who was in 10th like a few laps ago, is now fighting for 5th. Look at this battle. Look at this cluster for the top 10. We brought the racing back in the driver's hands. We did indeed. So Bowman continues to lead. Blaney second. Chase Elliott third. We have Bubba Wallace in fifth. He actually looks like he's going to be challenging Brad for fourth. Can anyone pass Bowman? Blaney is right there. Can he replicate the move he made on Brad and get a run going into 1 and 2? This might be it. This might be it. He's got his nose underneath Bowman. If he can get a good run and slide him. He's a little bit clear. He's slightly clear. He's got the push from Brad. He's not going to have the run, but Bowman doesn't have any drafting help right now. They're side by side for the lead. We're coming to 8 laps to go. What a battle, folks. Oh, now we got Brad underneath. We have 3 wide for the lead. Blaney leads that lap, but who is going to have it into turn 1 here? This is incredible, folks. We have 8 laps to go. Brad with the shortest way around the track. Does he have the tires to make it stick? He might. But Blaney's going to be on the outside. He doesn't slide up. Blaney's going to have the run. Blaney's going to have the run on the outside. Brad might still have his nose underneath there. Brad's able to have the nose underneath Blaney. Bubba's in third. Bubba has come out of nowhere to be in third in these final laps. 7 laps to go. Brad Keselowski leads that lap, but we have Bubba Wallace in second now, being pushed by his car owner, Denny Hamlin. This is incredible. This is some of the greatest race in the Auto Club I have ever seen. Brad Keselowski, through all that, has cycled back into the lead. We've got Bubba in second, Denny Hamlin in third, battling side by side with Ryan Blaney. Oh, folks. I don't know who your pick was, but it's anyone's bet now, or is anyone's race now. I have no idea who's going to win this. The lead has changed probably 5 times in the last 5 laps. Denny Hamlin into second. He's past Bubba. He's side by side with Keselowski. Will he have the run? He has to slip back behind him. He doesn't have the advantage on the inside line. We are coming to 5 to go, folks. 5 to go is Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin. Looks like William Byron, Bubba Wallace. And who is in 5th? We have Ryan Blaney. 5 laps to go. We have Denny Hamlin tailing right behind Brad Keselowski. This is one incredible restart for the ages. We've had the lead change so many times. Things have settled down for just a little bit. But for how long? Hamlin's setting up his move. Hamlin to the outside. Was that by choice or did he drift up? We have William Byron challenging for second. That's going to allow Keselowski to extend the lead. Bubba Wallace is right behind Byron and Hamlin. Bubba Wallace looking for his 2nd consecutive top 5. Ryan Blaney, who was in position to win the race, is back trapped in 5th and starting to fall back a little bit. 3 laps to go, folks. Who is your pick? It all comes down to these final 3 laps. Denny Hamlin. Oh, he makes a move. Denny Hamlin with a run underneath Keselowski. And Bubba underneath Byron. Is Hamlin going to be able to clear Keselowski? That's the question. It looks like for the moment, but is he going to be able to slide up in time? I don't think so. Keselowski stays on the outside. Hamlin has to go back up. He made the move, but his tires might be falling off. It might not be enough at this point. We are coming to 2 laps to go. Hamlin underneath Keselowski again. He's got a good run. He might actually lead this lap and have the advantage going into one. Still Keselowski, but just barely by 2/100ths of a second. What's Keselowski and Hamlin going to do in this turn? Hamlin! He clears him. Is he going to slide up? Hamlin slides up. Hamlin takes the lead with less than 2 to go. Can Keselowski get him back? Can Byron or Bubba Wallace do anything? Oh, Byron drifts up. We're going to be coming to 1 to go. It's going to be Denny Hamlin taking the white flag after a 2 laps to go pass on Brad Keselowski. Can Keselowski do anything in this final lap, or is this going to be Denny Hamlin winning the second race in the next-gen car in the first race back at Auto Club Speedway? Denny Hamlin roaring down the backstretch over the bumps, sends it into turns 3 and 4 for one final time. Can Keselowski catch him? I don't think so. He's not going to be able to have enough to get there. Denny Hamlin out of turns 3 and 4. Crosses the checkered flag. He will win the 2022 Auto Club 400 at Auto Club Speedway. What a race. What a final restart. That was incredible. I was expecting this to be just nose to tail, just single file, completely spread out the entire race. That was one hell of a battle. Congrats to Denny Hamlin. And our final running order for the top 10 is Denny Hamlin takes home your checkered flag. Brad Keselowski with the runner-up spot in second. William Byron, who was running strong all day, ends up finishing third. Bubba Wallace ends up getting a 4th place spot, his second consecutive top 5. Ryan Blaney with a strong running in 5th. Chris Buescher ends up sneaking out a top 6 spot at the end. Alex Bowman, who was in contention to possibly win that race at the end, ends up slipping back to 7th. Christopher Bell ends up finishing 8th. Chase Elliott in the 9 car finishes 9th. And Joey Logano rounds out your top 10. What a race. What a finish. What a final restart. We got to save that one. 2022 Auto Club 400. That was a hell of a race, folks. I appreciate you tuning in for this stream. That was really fun. All right, so let's check out the final finishing results. Okay. All right, let's do what we usually do. Let's switch over to Denny's car. Do some victory burnouts at Auto Club, and then call it a stream. That was a fun one, folks. Thanks for tuning in. It was a really fun stream. I'm really excited to watch this race tomorrow. Hopefully we should have some exciting racing. We had today was the most excited and pumped I was for a practice and a qualifying session in quite a long time. And it certainly didn't disappoint. Those drivers are pushing the cars to the limit. So guys like Chase Elliott, William Byron spin? I know Joey Logano hit the wall. Brad Keselowski spun. We had so many spins because those drivers are pushing the damn car to the limit. Let's go backwards down pit road. Because why not? The Alan Kwiecki Polish victory lap down pit road. That was a hell of a race, folks. I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, if you hit that like button, I would really appreciate you doing so. That helps me and my channel out a lot. That algorithm likes those likes, you know. More likes, more possibility of showing up in the algorithm. So thanks again for tuning in, folks. Let's do some victory donuts here for Denny Hamlin's sake. I will say goodnight. And we will... I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow. I'll try to figure something to stream tomorrow. Try to figure out something. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be watching that Auto Club race. I am really excited. That's the most excited I've been for an Auto Club race in a long time. Because we had that intermission last year. We had all the talk of it going to a short track, and those are actually put on hold. And apparently they're not going to turn the track into a short track even as early as 2023. That being said, I might try to get out there next year. Because I've always loved this track. And out of the 6 remaining super speedways in North America, ovals 2 miles or longer, this is one of them, and I really don't want to see this thing get demolished into a short track. But if it does, I would like to see one of its last few races in the 2-mile oval configuration, considering this track has the fastest closed circuit record of all time for any oval track. Shout out Gilda Farron, 2000. Denny Hamlin with the win. I don't know, I'm not a huge Hamlin fan, but if he gets the win, like how it happened in this race, that would be pretty damn exciting. Yeah, we're going to have Kens of commentating. Yeah, that'll be... Should have a fun race tomorrow, guys. Let's see if I can do the thing where I go up to the... There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Actually did it first try. Alright, that is your stream, folks. I appreciate you tuning into this one. This is a hell of a fun race. Denny Hamlin is your winner, but according to these NR2003 streams in the past, it's usually not too accurate, so don't get your hopes up too much if you're a Hamlin fan. Here, let's close this out and watch my celebrations. There we go. There we go. So yeah, Denny Hamlin is your projected winner according to NR2003. But like we've seen with our last few predictions, those can be horribly, horribly wrong. But that being said, congrats to Denny. Congrats to whoever wins the actual race tomorrow, if it ends up being Denny or someone else. I just want to see an exciting race, and based on what we saw in qualifying and practice today, we're going to see a hell of an exciting race. So I'm excited to watch that tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. Where's our outro music here? That's right, I pulled up a different thing. We got to go back to our outro music. There we go. All right, folks, cue the outro music. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you all next time. Until then, hope you all have a great night. See you. Bye, folks.